Hi everyone, we've got a weekly reading again. This reading will be from Monday I don't know what Monday it is. It's like the 31st, Monday, May 31st to whatever the next Monday is in June. I'm not even gonna try. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle your cards and we will do a pick three. Be aware, because this is a reading for anyone who watches it. It will not be, perfect. It should touch base. It should have a lot of things that are happening, but it will not be 100% perfect because it's not 100% just for you. All right, if you want 100% just for you, you're gonna need to get your own reading. All right. So there they are shuffled. I'm gonna pull out three and then I will be shut up. I'll be quiet and you can choose which one is the one for you. If you want all three of them, you go for all three of them, okay? It doesn't matter. All right. And you know what? I'm gonna give you guys a bonus. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. This one is for everybody. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, did you pick your card? We'll start with the bonus. That is for everybody. And then we will read one card and touch base with the bonus, read the second card, touch base with the bonus, read the third card and touch base with the bonus, okay? All right, so let's go. We have justice. All right, justice is, when we think about justice, we're like, okay, so somebody done me wrong. We're gonna punish them. We're gonna make them suffer. They have consequences for it. This is justice. That's not necessarily justice, okay? Justice is looking at the whole situation. What is going on? Did this person do you wrong because of a miscommunication, or they perceived something that you didn't intend to be the case? Especially with Mercury retrograde right now, this is extremely important, okay? You need to make sure that you're not trying to give out justice for things that really have no reason to have justice. Justice is also making sure you're communicating properly, so there is no miscommunications. It's making sure that your actions are being perceived the way you want them perceived, okay? All right, so let's come and check the first card, and then how I said we'll check it with the with justice. If you chose card 1, you have the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords, I'm just gonna say it as it is, okay? I'm gonna be blunt. This is a greedy mofo. He's got 1, 2, 3, and then these 2 swords down here. He's got 5 swords. He doesn't have 5 arms. There's no way he could use 5 swords all at once, right? We also see this guy and this guy walking away. Probably the swords that are on the ground belonged to them. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you a little story. And this guy is like, I'm the best. There's nobody above me. You guys, I should be the leader. Let me see how we can kind of miscommunicate it, right? I have so much experience. I understand so many different things. You guys are still new at this. You guys are experienced in other fields. So honestly, because of my expertise compared to yours, I should be the one who tells everybody what to do. Ouch, right? So this guy goes, you know what? Fuck you, and throws down his sword. This guy also goes, you know what? No, and throws down his sword. This one kind of gives me the sense that he was like bullied and he's crying over there. Can you see how he's kind of hunched over? We can see right here, he's got his arm folded up to like cover his face. He's been insulted. He's been embarrassed. Okay. But this guy, he's kind of like, I don't know what's going on. I really seriously thought that I should be the leader. We can see he's kind of got a little smile and a little smirk. But using our justice card, communication, right? making sure everything is balanced. This card right here, nothing is balanced. Everybody left and he's got 5 swords. So if you chose this card, you need to be very careful right now with the way people perceive you, with what you're saying and with what you're doing, so that way people who are around you understand exactly what you're trying to say. We can say this dude had no intention of hurting anybody's feelings. He seriously thought, because of his understanding and his expertise, it would be beneficial to the group if he was the one who was kind of in charge. The rest of the group thought he was a cocky motherfucker. Mercury, justice, right? Okay, if you chose this card, death. Death does not mean, okay, I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole for a second. Everybody sees this card and goes, oh my God, who's gonna die? No, that's not what this card is. And death is not necessarily a bad thing, okay? So here we have death. And I love this card. This is like my card, all right? And here's why. Death tells us there's some shit that's going down that really needs to end. Bitch up and end it, or I will. Okay, so who is I will? We can say it's death. It could be karma. It could be the universe. Whatever you want to believe. If you don't end the situation, something else, a power that be, will come in and end it for you. And then it's going to be like a total maniac situation because you weren't ready for it to end. So you might as well just end it by yourself, right? So what are we going to end? Most of the time it's situations. And I want to pull some attention to the Pope dude here. I want to pull some attention to these little kids, and I want to pull some attention to the king. This card is telling us nobody is above death. No situation is above an ending. No thought cannot be killed or ended or changed. Nothing is always a constant. This card, I think a lot of people don't like it, not because of the oh my God, something is gonna die, but because it's a state of constant change, okay? So if you chose card number 2, your situation right now for this week is, what are things that are not really happening the way you want them to happen? Okay, and I know Mercury is retrograding, so there's probably, that's gonna be the first thing you're gonna say is, oh, I don't like Mercury retrograde. But during Mercury retrograde, we have a chance to look at everything we're doing and begin changing things. This death, right? We can look at it with a whole new sense of purpose. We can step away from the emotion and look at it and judge it and say, you know what? This relationship isn't working for me. This relationship is not assisting me in any way, shape, or form. This relationship is draining me. This job is draining me. This situation makes me uncomfortable. It makes me feel like a child, and I'm not a child, but I have my hands tied in this situation. I'm going to step out of it, right? Right now during Mercury retrograde, it's a great time to reflect. There's the right? I'm sure you've seen them all over the place. The retrograde, the part of it is meaning to recharge, reflect, redo, all of that kind of stuff, right? So that's what you have the chance to do right now. And you know what situations are frustrating you. And you're going to see them even more so during the retrograde. So you have a chance to judge them even more, okay? Just please don't judge them with a lot of emotion. Do it logically. Do it stepping out of the situation. I know that's extremely hard to do while you're in it, but step away from it and look at it without the emotional connections and see if it's really something that needs to be changed or ended completely. There's nothing wrong with that. If you chose card number 3, a lot of people will say this card is like one of the best cards, because look at all of the options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different options. And these are the cups, right? So your cup is full with 7 different options. I don't see this card the same. I see this card as so many choices, you stay stuck. right? There are so many choices. Which one do you choose? Oh my God, look at all of these wonderful options. I don't know. I like cup 1. I like cup 2. Cup 7 looks really good. Oh wow, cup 5. What is cup 5? Look, is that jewels? Is that candy? What is that? Oh my goodness, right? So if you chose this card, what are you looking at? How many options do you have that are keeping you frozen? You're not choosing anything. You're not moving. You're not doing anything. Because if you think about it, you've got it, right? It might not be 7. It could be 1 or 2. But something has got you stopped. And you're just going, wow, look at all of these amazing things that I can do. But you're not doing anything. It doesn't matter if you can do them, if you don't do them, right? Okay, so pulling in the bonus. And we have Judgment, okay? This one I really love. Excuse me, I got a froggy in my throat. I really love the scale. Okay, I really love the scale in this one, okay? So we're gonna look at all of your options and you're gonna start to judge them, balance them. Which one is gonna give you the most benefit if you choose to do it? Which one is gonna take the most energy if you choose to do it? Is the benefit going to balance the energy? Is the gain going to balance the expense, right? And I don't mean expense by money. I mean expense by your mental state, expense by your physical state, because you're gonna have to work on these. So, and when you're working on them, is the amount of energy you're putting out going to be the same as the amount of energy you're gonna get in? Or is the amount of energy you're bringing in much more than the energy you're taking out? Okay, so you need to actually like grab a notebook, pen and pencil, whatever it is that you write with a marker, and start writing down. Option 1, pros and cons. Option 2, pros and cons. Option 3, pros and cons. However many options you've got. And then you're gonna look at them. Is my expense the same or more than my gain? Is this something I want to do, or is this something I really have no intention of doing? Is this something I would enjoy doing, or is this something that I would hate doing? If I hate doing it, will I learn something from it? Okay, that's one of the things I teach my students. You're not gonna like it, but you're gonna gain so much from it. So is it worth the sacrifice of not liking it, but doing it anyways? Okay? All right. So we have a lot of miscommunication, even miscommunication with ourselves this week because of Mercury retrograde again. We've got a lot of looking at stuff and seeing how it's being perceived. Even this one, right? We can see, okay, well, I am perceiving all of these options and I'm not sure which one to take. This one, I'm perceiving something has to die, but I don't want anything dead. This one, I'm perceiving that I am the best option, but no one else is agreeing with me. We've got a lot of perceptions. We've got a lot of things that we need to stop. This one, the relationship stopped. This one, who knows what's stopping, all kinds of stuff for stopping. This one, stop being undecided and choose something already, all right? So I know a lot of people will say during Mercury retrograde, you never start anything new. The thing is though, this retrograde, and people are gonna disagree with me, this retrograde, especially with these cards for this week, you need to start something. You need to stop something more like it. You need to stop something. But when you stop that, it gives you a chance to have something else, okay? So don't go like, oh my God, I don't wanna end all of this stuff. Think of it this way. When you close this door, you can open this one. When you end this, you have the energy for this. When you close this window, this one opens. Get rid of this thing, energy for this, right? So this is not a bad reading. And remember, I told you last week, I read the shadow. I tell you all the bad stuff and how to fix it. That's what this reading is. Here's all the stuff you don't want to know, but if you do it, all of this great stuff is going to happen. All right? So thank you for letting me read for you today. Thank you for letting me read for you for this week. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you know anybody who can benefit from this reading, go ahead and share the information with them. Give them the link to the video. Why don't you hit that little subscribe button if you haven't already and you're thinking about, you know what, I like this reading. I'd like to know when you'd have more coming out. hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that way it'll tell you, hey, Maria's got a new reading for you, or new whatever it is, right? And thank you so much. I'll see you guys later. Bye.